I know a ton of you out there are waiting for Ayaka, and I got some good news for you, and possibly maybe some bad news. Some of you just might hate one of the abilities here. I know, I already know who you guys are, but if you can get past that, she looks just that cool to play. So let's go over Ayaka. She's been changed quite a bit in the grand scheme of things here. And remember, this is, as you call them, predictions, as we say out here on the YouTube. So anyway, crit damage is going to be her Ascension scaling stat. This is much better than what it used to be before. So at level 90, instead of having 50% crit damage, you're going to have 88.4%. This is good news because two of her best weapons in the game are going to play very nicely to a crit damage focused build with Ayaka. Now her normal attack is where the cool stuff sets in, because she's gonna be quick, like she'll be really fast, like just like super zoomer fast. Okay, so her normal attack combo's 5 hits. The first 3 hits, her first, second, and third hit, nothing super special there, but her fourth hit is a 3-hit multi-skill, which is pretty cool. At level 10, it's a 44.5% mod per attack, so you're looking at just over like a 132% mod there. The cool thing here, though, as it is with all the other characters in Genshin Impact, and it's not very hard to do this animation cancel because it's a normal attack and a charge attack animation cancel, her charge attack 3-hit attack at 109% multiplier each, which means all in all, your generic combo, you can be 1, 2, 3, hit that 4, that's gonna hit 3 times. You go into your charge attack, that's gonna hit 3 times. You're gonna start it all over again. Now, we don't have all the animation data or anything like that, and we're gonna be talking about that more later, because I know a lot of you guys be like, oh, maybe we'll reverse melt with her. I don't know about that, because she's gonna probably apply cryo so fast that you're not going to be reverse melting with her. You're going to be forcing your support pyro character to start melting actual melt off of her. Now, the thing that you guys might not like here is her sprint. She has the alternate sprint just like Mona, and the reason why you guys might not like this at all is because she actually really wants to do this. It's not just like Mona's where it's like you kind of just go down there and mess around underwater and stuff, and it's just kind of like a transportational thing. No, not Ayaka. So Ayaka is going to get 2 things from this. Now, she does work just like Mona like this, but what happens is when you pop back up from this sprint, you're going to imbue yourself, your normal attacks and your charge attacks, with cryo for 5 seconds. So she's gonna have this sort of like thing where you want to go down and back up every 5 seconds. You might not like that, and this might kill the character for you guys, and that's the thing I was talking about a minute ago. You might not like this thing. Now, some of you guys out there might really like this, because this means you can build her entirely cryo. Her physical attacks, right, her normal attacks, her charge attacks, her punching attacks, those will all be cryo, and obviously her elemental skill and her elemental bursts are also going to be cryo. So you can get a lot of cool damage out of there. She can be very good in a freeze composition, and if we get a certain support that hits super fast, like maybe Xingqiu in the future, maybe then you could do like a reverse melt team with her, but we'll touch more on that, like I said, at the end of the video. So that's going to be her alternate sprint. Her E is very simple, 10-second cooldown. You just hit it, right? It launches dudes, it knocks them up a little bit, and then at like level 10, it's got like a 430% mod. So nothing super crazy there. You're gonna be doing, but the majority of your damage from your normal attack, charge attack, cancels there. Now, her elemental burst here, Kamisato Art Sometsu, I think I got that right, is going to be a cool little thing as well. It's going to remind you of basically actually Kaching if they don't change it any more than what it is right now. Remember, all this stuff could get changed because it's just predictions. All right, so what this one is, it's got a 5-second duration and a 20-second cooldown. What you do is you activate it, and you'll start doing wind blades, ice blades everywhere, and they're going to be doing cryo damage, and each hit is going to do a 200% mod there. Pretty cool. And at the end of that 5-second duration, it's going to blow up and do like a 300% mod at level 10, which is pretty cool, right? And remember, this is going on all the time while you're using your E. You knock people up in it, and you're just hitting them all the time, and then you still be in range for your normal attacks, your charge attacks, all those combos. So she's going to be like a million like little Kachings out there just doing all the stuff. Think about it like Kaching all, except instead of being locked in Kaching dashing around, you're going to be able to attack at the same time as well, which is very, very cool there. Maybe not as flashy as Teleport Lightning Girl Kaching, but that's going to be something to look forward to there. So you're going to have all of this stuff working well for you. Now, her Ascensions here also are going to play into, you really want to be able to use that dash. You might be saying, oh, but I can just go ahead and not use the dash. I won't imbue myself. It's okay. I'll play physical. Here's the other thing here. All right. So after using her dash, Kamisato art Hyoka, I do believe, Ayaka's normal and charge attacks will get a 30% damage increase for 6 seconds. So you get 5 seconds of imbue and 6 seconds of damage boost, which really plays into that. Every 5 seconds, you're going down and you're coming back up like Free Willy to do that cryo damage and do 30% more increased damage with your normal and charge attacks. Get that little bit of a damage buff there. That is awesome. Her second ascension here, when the cryo application at the end of Kamisato art Senho hits an opponent, she will get 10 stamina, all right, and gain 10% cryo damage. Now you've been saying, why does this 10 stamina matter? That 10 stamina is pretty good, actually. And this 10 stamina is a big deal because Kamisato art Senho, that is her dash, and to activate it, even if you just tap it real quick, it costs, guess what? 10 stamina. So you can get that 10 stamina back and gain 10% cryo damage bonus. So both of her ascensions are built around her dash. So if you don't use them, you're missing out on the imbue, you're missing out on 10% cryo damage bonus and 30% normal and charge attack damage bonus as well. So she really wants to get in there and do this. This is going to be her main gameplay loop. You're going to be going in there with that dash, pop up, get your cryo imbue, do your damage, and then guess what? The reason why the damage bonus for your normal and charge attacks lasts 6 seconds, but the cryo damage bonus lasts 10. That's because right after that normal and charge attack damage wears off, you pop your E, you pop your burst, you dash back down, you come back up, and then you get that normal and charge attack damage bonus again for 6 seconds. That's really what her playstyle is going to be there, guys. So that's going to be a cool thing to go ahead and do. Constellation wise, she's going to have some pretty neat ones here. So her first one here, when Ayaka's normal attacks deal cryo damage, which is another reason that you really cannot hate using the Free Willy dash, as I like to call it. When you do cryo damage with your normal attacks, you have a chance to reduce the cooldown of Kamisato art Hyoka by 0.3 seconds, which is going to be her elemental skill. So that's going to be free damage over and over. Remember, she has multi-hitting attacks on her normal attacks as well, so that's going to help you out a ton in there, and it's going to occur every 0.1 second. So if you're not using her for the dash, you're going to be suffering a lot, and C1 is just absolutely dead to you. So you have to really like that dash mechanic with the Ayaka. The other one here, her C2 Somatsu unleashes 2 little smaller blades. It deals 20% of the original damage there, which is pretty nice. Nothing super crazy, but it's pretty okay as well. The C4 here is pretty nice here. Now this one, when you're using Somatsu Soken Gates here, which is what you're talking about with the C2, things that are hit by that have 30% decreased defense for 6 seconds. And then her C6, everyone loves the C6s nowadays for DPSs. Kamisato Ayaka's cryo damage, when they crit, her damage is increased by 10% for 3 seconds, and this can stack up to 5 times. It'd be triggered once every 0.1 seconds. Now, do you need all of these constellations? I think she's going to be really good at C0. The defense down, that's cool, but there's really nothing in the game in Genshin Impact that needs like any constellations really for like any 5-star characters. It's really more gear and talents and levels than it is constellations at any point in the game, really, especially right now though. So keep that in mind when it comes to team compositions, things like that. I think she's gonna be pretty excellent in a freeze team. I don't see her doing anything else as far as like a reverse melt team, just because we don't have like a Pyro Xingqiu yet, right? She's gonna hit too fast with her 4th attack hitting 3 times, her charge attack hitting 3 times. However, that being said, she's gonna have an excellent team to be on. Don't worry about her reverse melting. No. But she will be very good at giving opportunities for someone else to melt, such as the good old national team. Maybe you've seen this team before, right? You have Xingling, you have your big boy Bennett as always, Chongyun, and then last but not least, Xingqiu. You just take Chongyun out of there, put your Ayaka in there, build her up for big damages, and then she and your friend Xingqiu are going to freeze things, and then they're going to get melted by a pyro-based Xingling, and that's going to do a ton of damage for you guys. They're going to be melting, vaporizing over and over and over. It's going to be a good time in that team. Xingling is going to be an excellent support DPS as always in that team, which is known as the national team, and this is really the team that you're going to be using your Ayaka in. She's going to do good things in the right team, unless the rate that she applies cryo with her attacks is like a super high internal cooldown for some reason, which I don't really think it's going to be that way, but that's going to be something we'll have to see in the future. We're talking about a character that's going to hit 6 times in 2 attacks, right? That 4th attack into that charge attack, that is 6 attacks that your animation canceling into very easy. So that's going to be wiping out, you know, your reverse cryo. You're going to be reverse cryoing, and then you're going to apply cryo, and then the pyro wheel is going to come back, or the Goba or whoever pyro support you're using is going to just detonate that with a hard melt. So that might not be something that you should be looking forward to with this character, because she's a fast hitting, unique assassin, dodgy girl so far. But she's going to be very good in a freeze team. I can see you using like Xing Cho, just a permanent freeze composition, and that's going to be her big weakness, right? She's not benefiting from superconduct, she's not benefiting from, you know, reverse melt, vaporize, all the usual suspects when it comes. She's just going to kind of be there freezing things and doing stuff. But I run a freeze Ganyu team, and that team does wonders of damage. If you've been waiting for Kamisato Ayaka C1, C0, C75, whatever it is under the sun, you're gonna have a good time playing with her. Just think about all the different sort of things you can utilize her with, and I have a very fun, very awesome permanent freeze team. People really kind of dog on permanent freeze teams, but the thing is, if you're not dodging, you're not caring about what the enemy's doing because they're permanently frozen, then that helps your DPS, because you're not running around the arena like a chicken with its head cut off. So if you guys want to see more stuff Genshin Impact related, go ahead, hit that follow button, subscribe for more, make sure that notification bell is on, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.